Moving to a new country, especially Serbia, can be exciting for many people. However, there are challenges and things that you need to look out for before you make the move. And today, we're going to talk about the biggest mistakes expats make when moving to Serbia. Now, of course, moving anywhere in the world, it's going to be exciting. You get to leave your hometown. You get to start fresh, start in Serbia, especially if you're looking for that old traditional lifestyle, and you get to explore the local culture that they have here in Serbia. You get to make new friends and explore the beauty that this country has to offer. However, there are things and challenges that you're going to have to deal with, and I want to help you out without getting too deep and scaring you off, because everything in life is a challenge and you're going to make mistakes, and you learn from your mistakes in life. But today I'm going to talk about the major mistakes expats make in Serbia, and I want to help you not make those same mistakes to make that transition over from where you currently are to this beautiful country and be able to start your new life on the right foot here. And we at Relocation Serbia are here to facilitate a lot of the problems that expats make in moving here. We are able to help them immerse themselves in the culture, get them to know the area a little bit better, get them to purchase a home, set up a business, figure out their logistics, get their furry friends over into Serbia, get their things over that they cherish from their home country into Serbia as well, and so that they can make that transition as easy as possible. And of course, getting all the processes and steps looked after to getting to that finish line. If you come to Serbia from a lot of the other Western countries, one of the things that we have in the Western countries is quick, efficient, and fast and easy processes when it comes to administrative processes. And that's one of the biggest challenges that people see and find here, is that the bureaucracy when it comes to paperwork can really get on your nerves. What the law states and what actually the process is are two different things. What information you get from the clerk one day behind the counter and what you get the next day behind the counter are two different things. Understanding the Serbian culture also. We don't have a very westernized culture here. We have a lot of old-fashioned beliefs. We are a very free country here, and so a lot of people, especially when you're coming from a non-smoking country such as Canada and the United States, where you're not allowed to smoke inside the restaurants, inside malls, you're not allowed to smoke in front of the entrance of public buildings. You come here and you're going to find all that still happens here, and it's very predominant here. And as well as some of the challenges of avoiding the logistical pitfalls that you have here as well to getting yourself on the right foot. And some of the common challenges that a lot of expats have here are the cultural misunderstandings here. The politeness norms between your country and what Serbia is completely different for a lot of people. For many of the people coming from the North America or even Australia, we are very apologetic and love having that customer service and that care taken upon us, especially when we are purchasing a service or asking for a service. Here in Serbia, you don't have that. You don't really have the chance to talk with the cashier at the grocery store. It's simply, she scans your stuff, put it away, pay, goodbye. There's no small talk here. If you're going to do any sort of government work or ask for any sort of service from, say, a real estate agent or something like that, you're not going to get the same level of customer service as you would from your home country in Canada or United States. And that's something that we are looking to bridge between, what you have in Serbia and what you are used to in Canada. We at Relocation Serbia offer that level of customer service that you will not find with many of the other people here in Serbia, regardless if you're going to pick up a cup of coffee, going to a restaurant, or, looking for another company that is helping you to relocate to here as well. And so, a lot of the politeness and the directness that we have here is not seen in Western countries. And so a lot of those can lead to frustration and confusion. You might think that someone's being a little bit, blunt or rude with you, but that's just simply how people are here. We've talked to a lot of people that have come here from other countries and clients that we've worked with, and they said, after they witness a conversation between us and who we're working with on behalf of our client, they're like, wow, that was a pretty intense conversation. You turn around and it's like, no, we were just having a conversation because we are such passionate people here in Serbia. A lot of times when we talk, you could almost think that we're about to duke it out on the street and we're going to be at each other's throats. But it's just the level of, passion that we have when it comes to speaking. The logistical hurdles as well as to finding houses and setting up utilities can be very frustrating too. When you purchase a new built apartment, typically you think once you pay everything that your real estate agent is going to help you with your electric hookup, your water hookup, all that other stuff. Pretty much when you buy a property here in Serbia, especially a new build, you pay the investor, you pay your real estate agent the commission, and now you're left on your own. That's not what you get here at Relocation Serbia when you come and work with us. We not only help you find that property, work with real estate agents, and find you that perfect property, but once you are have the paper signed, the dotted line is signed, and it's yours, keys in hand, now, we also will help you facilitate setting up the electric part of your building. We will help you facilitate the water transfer if you are entitled to tax breaks. We are also going to facilitate that. Not everything is a one-stop shop like you're used to when you're coming from another country as well. So that could be a lot of frustration that will leave you left in the dust and wondering what is my next step, because unless you ask, you won't find out. And that's something that we are trying to do here at Relocation Serbia, is facilitate that process as easy as possible. And then also adapting to the local way of life here can be a little bit challenging, especially if you don't speak the language. I've mentioned in the previous videos that you should learn a little basic understanding of the Serbian language. However, it is a very difficult language to learn, and so being fluent in it is going to take a little bit of time. But if you can get ahead and start learning before you come here, that's going to be great. I'm actually going to leave a link at the bottom of in the description of this video to another YouTube channel. I believe his name is Teacher Boku. Don't quote me on that, but I will leave the link in the description of this video. And what he does is teaches people the Serbian language right from the Cyrillic alphabet and Latin alphabet, and translates it from English to Serbian so that you can have some sort of understanding and not have that language barrier. And so some of the things that you'll need to have when you come into Serbia is to have some patience and flexibility, because how it is done in your home country is absolutely not how it's done here. And it might seem strange at the beginning, but it is part of daily life, and you'll quickly realize that as well. Now, some of the common mistakes expats make is that they assume similarities from, like I said, their home country to Serbia. And so when you go to amenities here in Serbia, you're going to walk into a pharmacy and expect to have A, B, and C. You're going to expect to go to a grocery store, expect to find some sort of pain medication, but that does not exist in a grocery store here. You're going to actually have to go to a pharmacy, which is called an apoteka here, and get that all done as well. And I've also mentioned the customer service wherever you go, it's not there. So, for instance, one of the things that we're used to in Western cultures is that when you go out to a restaurant, that someone, after you order, the food is brought out to you, that they're going to come and ask you afterwards, how's your meal taste? Do you need another refill? Can I get the bill for you? Can you see a dessert menu? You don't have that here. You actually have to ask for your refill here. You will have to ask for your bill. And that's one of the beautiful things that I love here in Serbia is that once you order your meal comes, they leave you alone. You can sit there for an hour or two and chat. You're not almost like pushed out of the restaurant to get the next customers in. You can sit there and actually enjoy life, which is beautiful. And so Serbia does have its own unique rhythm and pace here that you'll have to get used to. And so then also the cost of living. A lot of people here, especially coming from Canada, the United States, when they see what the cost of living here is like, it's almost shocking that you're left with money at the end of the month where, coming from the United States or Canada, you're living paycheck to paycheck, or like a lot of them do, live in debt. And so, having that, that freedom to be able to do some extra things, to go out multiple times a week and not just once a week with your family and have a good meal and only pay $40-50 at a decent restaurant is something that you're going to have to adapt to, but it isn't always inexpensive either, especially if you're looking at, for instance, technology or electronics for that matter. That stuff is not cheaper, I find, here in Serbia than it is in Western countries. Is that because we are not part of the EU? Could be. Is it a deal breaker for me to live here in Serbia or for the people that are coming here to Serbia? No, it's not. Sometimes you're going to have to bite the bullet because, you win some, you lose some. And so if you're not someone that needs the latest and greatest technology, hey, it's not a big deal to deal with paying a little bit of an extra price here. And then also, dealing with the healthcare system here, it's not straightforward here. The procedures is not straightforward here, and finding the right doctor. There's a lot of private clinics out here that are great, and it all depends on who you click with. It's not just prescribed a doctor here. And this is your family doctor. You have to go out and look for them, pay for them if you're doing private health care. And that's, again, something that you have to do when you get residency here, either through real estate or through setting up a business or simply just coming here to retire. You're going to have to find your own healthcare system as well. Now, the final one that I want to talk about that I find that a lot of our clients try and do, and it leads to a lot more stress than it actually does to having a peace of mind, is being over prepared. A lot of clients come here, or even before they come here, want to know every single process. They want to plan things 6 months in advance. How does this happen? What's this going to happen? What's good? Can we do this and can we do that? And it's great to be prepared, but then there's also having expectations that things are going to actually fall in sync in that pace that you're expecting. Like I said, if you're coming from somewhere that is very easy, simple, and fast, it's going to be a completely different shock of life to you when you come here and realize, hey, listen, it's not actually going at the pace that I intended it to be happening. And so being a little bit underprepared is a good thing. That's going to allow you to actually enjoy your life here and not be so stressed out that I need to accomplish A, B, C. I need to accomplish 26 things in 30 days, and so that I can be set up. Come here and be a little bit unprepared, because being less prepared in certain sense is a benefit, because you don't want to be let down and thinking that it's going to be one way when it's going to be actually a different way. And especially when it comes to regulations, rules, and laws, those things do change. So if you're looking to come here in 6 months from now, don't ask what the rules and regulations are now, because in 6 months, things can change. Things can change tomorrow with a new law being announced, and then anything that I told you from a month from now is not going to be relevant for your move here. And so, like, you know, those are some of the things that I'd love for people to kind of understand. But that's what we're here for at Relocation Serbia, is to make sure that that transition here is easier. If you need time to adjust here, we're here to help you. If you don't know the rules, laws, and regulations, we are here in your back corner to make sure that we are up to date so that we can facilitate the changes easier for your situation when you come to Serbia. And so those are some of the key takeaways that I'd love for the viewers that are watching this to take away is, you know, understand that it's going to be a change. Understand that there are things that are different here than in your home country. So be ready for some, you know, cultural differences, some systematic differences, but also know that we here at Relocation Serbia are always going to be in your corner, making sure that you're not left without someone to have your back and to facilitate that change in order to benefit you best. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.